Hey, welcome to Digging Into the Bible. My name is Jim Barnard. This is a production of Tiller Coaching. All right, it is day 66, and we've got Paul standing before this angry mob. He is giving a defense. He's sharing his story, so we're going to see the continuation of that today. With that as the backdrop, let's go ahead and dig in. This is Acts chapter 22, starting at verse 17. When I had returned to Jerusalem and was praying in the temple, I fell into a trance and saw him saying to me, "Make haste and get out of Jerusalem quickly, because they will not accept your testimony about me." And I said, "Lord, they themselves know that in one synagogue after another I imprisoned and beat those who believed in you. And when the blood of Stephen, your witness, was being shed, I myself was standing by and approving and watching over the garments of those who killed him." And he said to me, "Go, for I will send you far away to the Gentiles." Up to this word they listened to him. Then they raised up their voices and said, "Away with such a fellow from the earth, for he should not be allowed to live." And they were shouting and throwing off their cloaks and flinging dust into the air. The tribune ordered him to be brought into the barracks, saying that he should be examined by flogging, to find out why they were shouting against him like this. But when they had stretched him out for the whips, Paul said to the centurion who was standing by, "Is it lawful for you to flog a man who is a Roman citizen and uncondemned?" When the centurion heard this, he went to the tribune and said to him, "What are you about to do? For this man is a Roman citizen." So the tribune came to him and said, "Tell me, are you a Roman citizen?" And he said, "Yes." The tribune answered him, "I bought the citizenship for a large sum." Paul said, "But I am a citizen by birth." So those who were about to examine him withdrew from him immediately, and the tribune also was afraid, for he realized that Paul was a Roman citizen and that he had bound him. But on the next day, desiring to know the real reason why he was being accused by the Jews, he unbound him and commanded the chief priests and all the council to meet, and he brought Paul down and set him before them. Well, how the roles have reversed. We've already kind of talked about this, but Paul used to hold the cloaks for the angry mob, and now the cloaks are coming off on the angry mob for him. It's such a juxtaposition of where we started in Acts to where we've landed. They want to kill Paul the same way that Stephen was killed. That happened about 20 to 25 years prior. That's how far we've traveled so far in the book of Acts. Really almost 30 years since the very beginning, but about 20 to 25 years since Stephen was stoned to death. And that's a lot of time and growth for the way. It wasn't much before Stephen was stoned, that Gamaliel made that statement about how we should just let this be because, if this isn't of God, it will fizzle out. Well, it's grown. It hasn't fizzled. It's just continued to roll. 20 to 25 years is a long time. You would think at some point these angry people, this mob, would stop and consider the validity of Jesus as Christ. Wouldn't you think that? It's not like the concept of a Messiah is a foreign concept to these people. Jewish faith and prophecy and tradition is based on the concept of a coming Messiah. They just don't like this Messiah. That is the problem, which still confuses me. To be honest, and I don't want to take shots at Jewish people at all, not my heart here, but are the Jewish people still waiting for a Messiah? I honestly don't know the question or the answer to that question. I would love to know. I don't know that I know many Jewish people. The Jewish folks that I know really aren't practicing, so I don't know that they would be a good resource. But I would love to know if they are actively waiting for a Messiah. Because it's been over 2,000 years now, and this movement still hasn't fizzled out. Not in the least. I think Gamaliel's words are beautiful, and they probably resonate today. Not probably, they absolutely resonate today. Every single person needs to stop and consider, and could really benefit from considering this truth still today, that this movement hasn't fizzled out. Why oppose it? It's got to be from God. Now, I know that that's a flimsy argument on one level, but also, 2,000 years worth of people sacrificing and giving of themselves for the cause of Christ. I don't know. That's got to make the least of us stop and consider. All right, well, with that, thank you for watching. Thank you for listening. I will see you tomorrow as we continue on with Paul's defense in Acts chapter 23. I will see you then.